right, take your seats as I've got a special movie lesson incoming. Oh boy, as we'll be covering the greatest sequel in comic book film, The Dark Knight, Iron Man 2. Well, if you said it, it must be true. As this movie is renowned for its emotional depth, it wants you to be sad. So they have a father and son watch Iron Man on TV while the father dies in the son's arms. Wow, that is sad. I hate to see a cute little boy lose his dad. I wouldn't necessarily say cute, as they're both somehow middle-aged. Even more adorable. Well, what do we actually know about these guys? Well, the son's name is, man, I watched this movie like last night. His name, is... He's a Russian guy, and the dad says that the Russian guy should be as successful as Tony Stark. Well, that's okay. I disappoint my father too. No, what he means is that Tony and his dad are mean, and Tony's dad has stolen the technology that's rightfully theirs. Oh, I can't believe Tony's dad would do something so evil. I know. So then the Russian guy makes an arc reactor with a bunch of scraps. That sounds a lot like the last movie. I know! That's because it's like poetry. It rhymes. Oh. Do the same thing, but again, poetry. And to improve it, they cut out all of the setup and just go right into him making it 2 minutes into the movie. That's genius! I'm so emotionally attached to this Russian dude who I just met, especially because I just saw him cry. Well, now you can forget about him. We won't see him for a while. But he was my favorite character. Because we can now see Iron Man. Yes, screw that Russian guy. Now we got Iron Man. Okay, let's calm down. Let's use our inside voices. But so Tony Stark jumps out of an airplane because he's late for cheerleading recital. What? Then he shows everyone a video of his dead father. Ew. No, I mean his dad was alive when they recorded it. Oh. And the video is about how his dad held a year-long party for nerds. And to honor his dad, Tony wanted to have a year-long party for nerds. But he didn't want to be called a nerd, which is why he invited those cheerleaders. Oh. Need babes in your superhero movies so you don't get bullied. But then this lady tells Tony to go to DC because Uncle Sam wants to steal his Iron Man suit. Thanks, Obama. And like all good superhero movies, they have a Senate hearing where we're introduced to a character named James Rhodes. Roadie? No, this guy looks completely different, acts completely different, but he just coincidentally has the same name and job and is also friends with Tony Stark. Oh, that makes way more sense. And we're introduced to this business guy who wants to give a presentation about how Iron Man is bad. But then Tony hijacks the presentation and tells everyone that he has stopped all evil bad guys everywhere in the entire world. So they now have world peace. Do we get to see Tony do any of that cool stuff? No. What? The movie's called Iron Man 2. Shouldn't we get to see Iron Man do cool Iron Man things? Well, he does. Oh, really? For like 2 minutes until the end of the movie? Oh, I didn't think of it that way. I get it now. Don't give people what they want or paid money to see. And then Tony goes home and drinks goo because he's dying. Oh no. Yeah, Tony needs to invent something for his chest that's gonna save him. Wait, that sounds like the first movie. Yeah, that's because it's like poetry. It rhymes. But then as Tony is showing his nips on screen, Pepper walks in. And because Tony thinks he's dying, he starts to make rash decisions. He sells all of his art, makes Pepper the CEO, and crams Scarlett Johansson into the story. Scarlett Johansson? Yeah, she's kind of around. And then Tony goes to Monaco to watch his F1 team race. That seems kind of random. But while they're there, Tony goes to the little boy's room and finds out that he is dying soon. So he decides to race in the race himself because YOLO. Wait, he can do that? I think so. Wait, wouldn't like the referee or whatever you call them stop him from entering because you'd be putting like all the other drivers in danger? Yeah, but it's cool and funny, so... But then during Tony's race, Mr. Russian Guy is back. Hey, I forgot about him. Yeah, well, a lot of people do. Wait, how did he know Tony was going to be at the race? Or that on a whim Tony was going to race? But then Mr. Russian guy burns all of his clothes off and reveals that his mini arc reactor can power the ultimate weapon. Another Iron Man suit? Some whips. Oh. And right before Russian guy kills Tony, his bodyguard Happy swoops in at the last second and hits Russian guy with his car. Oh, he's already dead? No, he survives. And then Happy hits him again. And now he's dead. But he survives, so he hits him again, but then he survives, so he hits him again with the car. Oh, he must have some insane armor to tank all those hits. No, don't you remember? He's shirtless. Oh, that's right, I forgot. That's why Happy brings Tony a special briefcase. Wow, that is so brave to put himself in danger to help Tony. And he also brings Pepper to the fight. What? Why? Because the movie needs her in danger. Oh. Always force damsel into distress. And the briefcase is secretly an Iron Man costume, so we get to see a cool suit-up scene. I love seeing Tony get dressed. And then Tony wins pretty handedly. It's over in like 40 seconds. Wait. So if Russian guy had a gun, would he have taken Tony out? Yeah. So why didn't he just do that? Well, Russian guy wanted to prove that Tony wasn't invincible. But wouldn't he have shown that if he got shot in the face? No, because he didn't actually want to kill Tony, except for the time that he tried slicing Tony in half and just got lucky and missed. So did he want to kill Tony, or... And then Iron Man becomes a DJ and pees his pants. Very heroic. But Roadie doesn't like peeing, so he steals an Iron Man suit himself and tries to beat him up. Has he flown before? No. Didn't Tony spend like the whole second act of the last movie learning to do that? Yeah. And now Roadie can fly and fight? Yeah. Movie really is a classic. Well, of course. There's a reason why we're studying this film. And then Iron Man gets some donuts. I love donuts. And runs into Samuel L. Jackson. I love Samuel L. Jackson, who is friends with Scarlett Johansson. And they don't want Tony to die. I don't want Tony to die too. So they give Tony a bunch of stuff from his dad to create a new element, which would coincidentally cure his illness. Very convenient this is all happening at the same time. Oh, actually not convenient at all, because his dad hid the secret in the map for the Stark Expo. Did Tony have any clue about any of this? No, he just happens to bring back the Stark Expo 40 years later and also just happens to notice that the map for the expo sorta kinda looks like a new undiscovered element that could save his life. So why didn't his dad just tell him all of this? Wait, or why didn't Samuel Jackson give Tony all of this before? I don't know, why are you asking me? You're my professor? And then Tony Stark makes the element. How? By making a new element, and now we don't have to worry about Tony dying anymore. Yes! Wait. Is the movie now over? Oh no, because the Russian guy escapes from prison. What? How? Because business guy gave him some mashed potatoes and then makes a deal with the Russian guy to destroy Tony's legacy in exchange for a bird. A bird? Yeah, he likes birds. And because Roadie took his suit to business guy, Russian guy's able to control Roadie's suit plus a lot of drones to ruin Tony's party. What a party pooper. But then Scarlett Johansson breaks into the secret lair to reboot Roadie's suit. She can do that? Yeah, why not? And now she has control of all of the drones, but doesn't turn them off. Why not? Because we need to see Iron Man fight some robots because it's cool. Yes! But now the movie's over? No. Because Russian guy comes back with a big silver Iron Man suit to fight Iron Man for the big finale. That sounds like poetry. But again, Tony defeats him right away because Russian man didn't feel like keeping his helmet on. Why did he take it off? Because now the movie's over. Oh, that's great. Professor, I was tracking with you for the most part, but like, what would you say specifically is great about this film? It's like poetry. Class dismissed.
Thanks for watching DUCKFINDER on YouTube. For more premium content, subscribe.